Good morning, Facebook world. Hope you are well. If you saw my post yesterday, I sort of introduced this new video series that I'm going to do, and it's called Annihilating Anxiety. Annihilating anxiety for the over-worriers, the panickers, the concerners out there. And I think there's a lot more of us out there than we actually admit. And to be honest, probably in my life, there's been two significant time periods where I have entertained anxiety. Let's put it that way. I don't want to say suffered anxiety, because I want to say that it was something that came upon me and something that I just need to travel through at certain periods of my life. Now, I guess my definition of anxiety is that you have thoughts, morning Sarah, you have thoughts that basically put you into a place of stuckness, and that you are thinking the thoughts and overthinking the thoughts to a place where you can no longer act. Different to depression, because depression is a case of turning your anger inwards and putting yourself in a place where you can just no longer think positive about life in any way, shape or form, and it's basically pushing down on yourself emotionally. Anxiety, on the other hand, is that I guess on the far extreme of it, you've got the case of getting to anxiety where you literally can't breathe. I've certainly been there, and that can often be externally stimulated, where you're in such a state that you just can't even breathe. Been there, experienced that. Other forms of anxiety could be that you can't sleep at night because you're thinking your thoughts about your thoughts about your thoughts about your thoughts, and you just can't quieten your mind. Certainly been there, and I think different personality types certainly experience anxiety in different ways. I wanted to do this video because I guess for me, I've certainly found some great supplements and some great oils that I continually to take that really help me out with it. However, I have recently read a book called Calm the Fuck Down. Sorry, I can't say the title in any other way. That's exactly what the title is. Calm the Fuck Down by Sarah Knight. It's a phenomenal book. It really, really, really has helped me through a lot of things recently that I've had to wrap my mind around, calm my mind around, and get myself back into a centered place. So I highly recommend that you check that book out. And a lot of what I share over the next 30 episodes that I'm going to do is really taken from that book, but also things that I've learned along my journey about dealing with my anxiety. Yes, and sorry, on Facebook I am admitting that I have traveled through anxiety. I'm completely open, honest, and authentic about that, and I think it takes, it's more respectable to actually admit things in life than actually to hide them. So I got more respect and honor. I'm going to give honor to anyone that actually admits that they're traveling through mental stuff than someone that actually hides it. Sorry, it is the way it is, all right? Now, coming back to that book, Calm the Fuck Down. Great book, really transforms your thinking around anxiety, about life, and about your worries, essentially. So definitely recommend checking it out, Calm the Fuck Down. Now, one of the things that they really talk about in the book is about the relationship between anxiety and control. Anxiety and control. And when you actually identify the limits of what you can control and what you can't, then it really dissolves those worries. One of the metaphors that they talk about in the book, or one of the metaphors that Sarah talks about, is that ultimately in life, it's kind of like an aeroplane. Now, if you are someone that hates flying, this metaphor is probably really going to resonate to you. Now, when you're on an aeroplane, do you actually have control in any way, shape or form what the pilot does? Probably not. Okay, so you're sitting there in the seat and you can't control what the pilot does at all, right? However, if you're sitting there and thinking, oh my God, we're going to crash, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Well, ultimately, you can't actually influence the pilot, do anything at all to control that airplane. So ultimately, when we realize our limits of control, our, I guess, need to worry, or our, I guess, logic of worry sort of disappears, because we go, look, all I can do is sit here in this seat, and if something happens, you know, I can just make sure that I've memorized the emergency procedures and make sure that I'm ready for that. However, you literally are in a place of non-influence, non-control, and you just have to sit there, surrender, and go, cool, if something happens, it happens. But sitting here worrying about what happens would be an absolute waste of my time, and I wouldn't be able to enjoy the flight. The other thing about it is statistically you've got more probability of dying in a car accident than on an aeroplane. Now, I loved that metaphor because it really shows that ultimately in life, we can actually only ever worry about and prepare what we can control, and the rest we have to surrender to. And one of the exercises they look at in the book is actually writing down how far can I influence, how much can I control, and the stuff that you can't control, you just surrender. And throughout the book, they really talk about the urgency of tasks and the impending doom and storms of catastrophe and all these different things. For the people that just jumped on, definitely go back to the beginning of the live and check out the context. So I really want to encourage you as a mental activity, when you're worried about something, write down, can I control it? Can I not? And if you can't, let it go. But if it is something you can control, you can influence, then take action and influence as much as you can. One of my biggest areas of anxiety has been trying to influence other people to do things. And ultimately, just like the airplane, we can't influence the pilot in any way, shape or form. All we can do is be the best passenger that we can be, prepare for what might happen if things go wrong, and just relax and enjoy the journey. All right, hope you've enjoyed the live. There'll certainly be another one tomorrow, but I'm really excited about sharing these thoughts around annihilating anxiety, because I believe that in this day and age there is far more of it than we are admitting. And the more that we admit it, the more that we talk about it, the more that we can break through it and enjoy our journey. Hope you have a phenomenal day, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.